Peace and blessings to each and every single one of you. Welcome to another edition of Assembly of Excellence. I am your host for this evening, Deep Entropy, last of a writer's creed. Yes, we are in the after hour. Everything uncut, unfiltered, raw, nothing held back. Love it. Glad to be here with you guys on another Saturday. If you are familiar with anything that we have done from last year up until now, from content to conversation, then you already know the vibes and the energy that is here. I have no dog in this race in terms of my thoughts and how I feel on the point of views that I share and bring to with this channel. It is for content creators, for writers, for poets, interviewers, so on and so on. But tonight is a special occasion. Yes, tonight we are doing a live reaction, a live watch. This is a particular clip that I thought was necessary. We tend to always find ourselves just living in this comfortable bubble where everything around is just so perfect and neatly wrapped up in a bow. And sometimes reality needs to rear its head for people to really humble themselves, you know what I'm saying? And today, we're just going to take a little walk down the realities of life. And I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on the footage that we are about to embark on. So make sure you get comfortable, grab anything that you may need to keep you seated and focused. I want you to also take into consideration that in watching these videos, I understand that it's not 1000% accurate in terms of whether it is staged or not, but also take into consideration how many of these scenarios are happening around the world that is real and is actually happening. This particular one, we're going to be watching this together. So it's going to be basically my reaction along with yours going down this walk. So, strangest people caught on to catch a predator. Yeah, we doing it again. Hold on. Let me pause this for a second. Anything missed? I don't want no one to be confused or lost in this. We're going to watch this entire thing in real time. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm going to be reading all of your comments, and I'll answer them if there's any questions in the future or in duration of the stream. I might pause it here and there, but I'll try to limit how much I interrupt the stream. I'll make sure I get this sound.
This was just something you thunk up today.
As they made entry, they confronted the suspect. I believe he's in the hallway, and he told them he wasn't in person, and then shot himself in the head.
And he had a
Small caliber.
Back to the top strangest people caught him to catch a predator. For the last set of people on the list have John Dupuy. In Chris Hansen's latest series, Hansen vs. Predator, John Dupuy was among the initial individuals caught in their operation, showcasing the concept of double or nothing. Dupuy managed to establish contact with 2 of the show's decoys, even engaging in phone conversations that would send shivers down anyone's spine.
What are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing? I'm just waiting for you. Oh, are you? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. I love you.
His speech pattern embodied the stereotypical tone of a predator. In his text exchanges with both girls, Dupuy insisted on being referred to as Boo. As he approached the residence of one of the supposed girls, anticipation filled the air, wondering what gifts he carried. To everyone's relief, the offerings turned out to be chips and iced tea.
You already got an idea where this is about to head. And from the look of it, they've already got the information. They've already done the homework on this guy. They've already followed the paper trail, spoken to the parents, all of the parties involved. Typically in these type of things, the law enforcement, they always make sure that before they move in and bring these sting operations to fruition, they make sure that they got all of their tracks covered. The one thing that kind of always tripped me out about anyone, man or woman, who has a fixation on children, I always wondered, like, how could someone have such a wicked mind to the point to they could just so easily erase any type of moral compass or any right and wrong or rationale. They could just push that to the side and engage in such a fucking crazy as habit or desire. The shit baffles me. Not to mention the fact that you're so bold and so brazen to the point to where you don't have no fear or concern about being caught. This shit right here is mind blowing. And you look at that. You know he got some age on him. And you can't make shit up like this. Like, I know it's a TV show and this stuff a lot of times is staged, but there's really people that are like this out here in the world. But let's continue.
What kind is it? Thank you.
When confronted by Hanson, Dupuy attempted to play the role of an innocent bystander, claiming he had merely come to watch football with the girl.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
Why?
I've never done this. Have you?
No.
So what do you want to do?
A hug?
I don't know.
Throughout the ensuing interview, Dupuy displayed noticeable anxiety while vehemently maintaining
Hold up. Yo, yeah. He came over to watch a fucking game, a football game, with a 13-year-old. Am I the only one tripping here? That right there, okay. That doesn't ring a bell to anybody. First of all, where the fuck are the parents at? I know at a certain age, you know, you can trust your children to be at home to a certain degree, and I get it. This based on just how the house looks, they probably in a nice, decent area. Where are the neighbors? Where's the community at? Does not how can you not see that there's something going on here? How is it that this old ass man is able to come over to somebody's house and there's no cameras, there's no neighbors questioning or keeping track of her being home by herself? How does this happen? How do we arrange something like this that happens so conveniently out of the blue? One thing I want to add to understand this, right? In my opinion, there has to be a certain demonic type of presence in somebody. There's no rational explanation or scientifical summary dissertation that you can prevent me with that's going to convince any person or viewer watching that this guy just was born with this desire or this mental illness. However you want to slice it, there's no way you're going to convince me that he was just born wanting to be with little children. There's nothing that's going to convince me otherwise. So we got maybe I'm tripping.
his innocence. However, his true nature was swiftly revealed as soon as Hanson disclosed his identity and the nature of the show.
That you're 30, how old are you? She says 13. You say, you're not 13 in that thing. Yes, I'll be 14 next month. That's pretty clear. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do. This does not look very good for you, John. The chat, the appearance, the dark chocolate.
Yo, like, hit me out. You see how this translucent gentleman presented the paper trail. Okay, so you're just over here visiting a friend but we have paperwork here saying that you've been really trying to get to know this person. You really were doing your homework. You know what kind of level of depravity you have to go to research and stalk and prey on someone 20 plus years your senior, if that. And if you look at how calm and his body language is suggesting that he's not even nervous yet, but you can tell that he's probably already getting the hint that something is not right here. But he had this whole scheme planned out. And this is what I've noticed with a lot of folks who move in a nefarious way, where they have ulterior motives. They know how to be very deceptive. They know how to be very secretive. They know how to talk to you real sweet and innocent. They know how to use their words to flatter you and to put you in a sense of calm, not even recognizing the red flags that are right in front of you, because they're that good at putting up this persona that they really aren't, because they really have a true intention behind their nature. See, whenever you're dealing with fake people, or you're dealing with someone that is operating from a demonic place, there's signatures that you can follow that shows you if this person is of God or if this person is of a more demonic presence. And typically when a person is operating from a demonic place, they have a certain vibe, a certain je ne sais quoi. Their personality is usually their strongest asset. They know how to cater to the person that they see as prey. When there's a predator ever involved, they know their prey. They know their weaknesses. They know what to pinpoint and what to look after, and they attack it. So you might think, oh, it's a lion, so it's just going to run at you, and it's just going to claw at you, and it's going to use its huge teeth. You think ferocity. You think bones and skin being ripped off. Okay, that's one aspect of it. That's that real broad, obvious type of a wickedness. But what we're looking at here is a more covert, subtle type of a wickedness, and it comes in all forms. This is just one of the many depraved and sick ones, where they're aesthetically looked at as less of a threat. They're beautiful, or their appearance come off like they're nerdy, or they won't hurt a fly, or they're lonely. They're incels. They don't have this I'm a threat type of a persona to them. So you lay your defenses down, and they use it's all a survival tactic. Oh yeah, we going there. It's a survival tactic. See, with good people who are fighting for their life and trying to survive and navigate the perils of this world, we have to trust in our faith in God, in ourself, in our intangible gifts, and in the word and the instructions that are provided to us. We have to trust and walk in a blind faith that tells us that even though there's danger present, we can still have the confidence to walk through it and see our way through the conversations, through the bullshit, through the arrogance and the pride and all that. We release all of the ego and all of that with someone that's moving in a predatory type of a state of being, and they have demonic things with them. They don't know that they're being used and controlled like a puppet, or they know. In this case, whatever has him, he's clearly exhibiting things that you probably wouldn't have even noticed until this video came out.
Did you bring condoms with you?
In a desperate attempt to flee, Dupuy was promptly apprehended. Dupuy serves as a stark reminder that predators can always be lurking with multiple targets in their sights. Walter Babst. Every parent with school-age children undoubtedly hopes that their kids' teacher bears no resemblance to Walter Babst. The team discovered Babst engaging in an online chat with a decoy who posed as a 12-year-old. This particular decoy, who went by the name Beth online, attracted a wide range of individuals, including college students and even people old enough to be her grandparents. However, what made Babst stand out was his profession.
What do you do for a living?
I'm in education.
You're in education. A teacher.
He was a high school teacher. Remarkably, Babst appeared on the scene just a day after initiating conversations with Beth. The moment Chris Hansen entered the picture, Babst instantly realized he had been caught and admitted that he deserved to be locked up.
No, I need you to sit down, please.
I need you to just arrest me and take me to jail and
What I say like 3 minutes ago? What I say? Look at you can't make this up. Wait a minute. Look at that. The haircut, the glasses, the blue collar. This guy is a teacher, folks. He is a educator. He is responsible for looking over hundreds and hundreds of children. But what does he even look like? He could be one of those type of. That's what I'm talking about. They come in all shapes, all colors, all sizes. And you would never know. You would have never known. You could be walking by somebody. You could be talking to someone or living with somebody. This shit is crazy to me. It is really crazy to me. Like, if we being really honest here, the homo ass people, you assume that it's gonna be people with tattoos and they're gonna be black and scary looking, and they hang out in alleys and dance around fires and shit. Nah, it's school teachers, it's firefighters, it's fucking politicians and police officers. It's your pastor. It's your cousins and your fucking nieces and your aunts. It be the folks that you never look at that be the ones with the most shit. That's how Satan gets people. He doesn't come to you aggressive every single time. He's not Michael Myers every day. He's not Candyman. You say his name 5 times and he pops up. But Satan is Mr. Rogers, Chris Brown, Jay-Z, Beyonce, He's reading Rainbow, dressed suit and tie. He's that 6'3" guy that you feign and fall in love over. He's the guy that you'll give your very last to. Got the latest fashion and the nicest cars. He's that person. He's this person right here. He's not always who you think he's going to be. And we got to get out of this habit of lusting and feigning over these fucking celebrities and these people out here as if these folks ain't fucking sacrificing goats and drinking blood and shit. These folks are fucking nuts and crazy. Like we really gotta keep it a whole thousand. Like damn, come out of your delusion and wake the fuck up. Everybody is not who you think they are. A lot of these people that you fall in love with and you idolizing this shit look just like this Leave It to Beaver looking motherfucker right here. But let's continue. I said, let's continue.
Next.
I need to talk to you first.
Throughout the interview, Babs displayed noticeable anxiety, eager to put an end to the situation. Like many others who appeared on the show, he acknowledged the wrongness of his actions. As soon as Hansen revealed the true nature of the show to Babs, he swiftly exited the house and was promptly apprehended by the police. It is highly likely that Babs has lost his teaching license and will never be allowed to teach individuals of any age.
Can we, I don't know, do some fucking research, some better investigating, vetting, doing better background checks? There's so many people that smoke weed and got 9-to-5 jobs working in office spaces. These people drink and drive. They smoke outside of the workplace in the alley behind the store and the restaurant. Pop pills. People are literally getting hired, having all of this shit going on with them, and it's like, who can you blame when stuff started to go south and your customers are starting to decline? Your ratings on your productivity and how your customers feel coming into the stores changing. You're not getting the same praise and the same recommendations for people to come to your establishments. Business start to dry up and dwindle a little bit because you have people like this. Now, how many times have we had this conversation or seen a story like this? The guy is not sorry. But what I'm trying to get at is this isn't the first incident, and it's sure as hell not going to be the last one, unfortunately. And it's just like, how? All right, so what the fuck are we doing then? Really, what are we doing? Uh, what are the requirements? That's what I want to know. What are the requirements? I thought you had to go through like this strenuous level of itemized priorities or things that qualify you to be given the job. But clearly, you're telling me he's going to lose his license now. But why? How was he able to even get hired in the first place? So it's not just entirely on him this has to fall on the establishments as well, though. Honestly,
Again. John Kennelly. John Kennelly, an unemployed Virginia resident using the alias Special Guy 29, was caught by the team while engaging in conversations with someone he believed to be a 14-year-old boy. Despite his suspicions, Kennelly agreed to meet up at the decoy's house and shockingly undressed completely upon arrival. Chris Hansen confronted Kennelly in the kitchen, where he immediately apologized, mistaking Hansen for the boy's father.
You're going to tell me you've never done this before?
No, sir.
So you just woke up this morning and said, I'm going to get involved in an internet conversation with a 14-year-old boy. I'm going to go to his house, strip naked, and walk in with a 12-pack of beer. This was just something you thunk up today.
No, sir. I'm going to talk to him about it online.
Throughout the interview, Kennelly appeared ashamed and nervous. After the interview, Kennelly was allowed to leave. However, he resumed his inappropriate behavior less than 24 hours later.
Guy leaves our house.
yo, hold on a minute, wait a minute. Shout out to Piper Boy Williams. Shout out to Piper Boy Williams. What the FUCK? Hold on. Hey, yo. So let me get this straight. Maybe am I delusional here? Did I just see what first of all, this I'm sure there was some things that happened. They didn't show the full story within this clip. It's only an 11-minute clip, right? Hold up. So let me see if I get this right. They got the guy. They've already set the sting up. They're ready to bust his ass. All right, we about to expose this motherfucker right now. He trying to fuck with a 14-year-old kid. All right. I don't care what anybody else say. This shit is sick, and we need to expose it. We need to talk about it. So they come across this guy. They finally got him in the trap. One thing too, I'm going to address here in a second. So they got him there. This nigga is half naked in the fucking kitchen. Your man in the kitchen, half naked, ready to go. He already got the routine down. You can't tell me. The man say, so you just came over here out of the blue. You ain't know such and such. You just so happened to conveniently come over to a 14-year-old boy's house with nobody here. You're half naked in here, ready to do God knows what with this child. And you just, oh my God, I can't believe it. Fuck out of here. And then, you know, is this shit is for entertainment? Are they really just trying to piss people off and make a mockery or a joke out of this shit? Or am I tripping? So you caught him. He gives his fake ass, I apologize. I'm wrong. I feel bad for what I did. The same narrative and the same story and the same bullshit most people who trying to fuck somebody's life up, they tend to do to get over on a person. You did the same thing, and now what I'm seeing here is okay. we're going to let you slide, buddy. Go home. We're not going to lock you up. You showed us that you have seen the error of your ways. You have touched my heartstrings. You will never go out here and sexually assault or try to attempt to even sexually assault or be destructive and ruin someone's family. You've changed your ways. I'm going to let you go. Go home, predator. Fly. Be free. Do as you wish. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's the part of like the social media shit I don't like. You got a TV show where you're allegedly doing the right thing and you're trying to expose people for doing just the most inhumane things to people, but we have the opportunity to get people off the street and so on and so on, and you think the best course of action is to let this asshole go. So what I'm looking at here is they're basically going to make him stick his foot in his mouth, and he is basically just going to end up doing the same stupid shit again. That's what it looks like is headed. Come here. Hold up. Where you at? There you go. All right.
Shirtless, holding most of his clothes. And less than 24 hours later, there he is in a chat room trying to make a date with another young teenage boy.
Contacting a decoy posing as a 13-year-old boy under the same screen name. He agreed to meet the boy near McDonald's, but claimed innocence when confronted by Hansen at the location.
For 20 years.
I just came to get something to eat.
And I have very seldom been at a loss for words.
Sir, I just came to
But
get something
I
to
don't
eat.
even know what to ask you first.
This time, Hansen confronted Kennelly more firmly, expressing doubt in anything he said. Clifford Wallach, a resident of Florida, was caught in a peculiar and bizarre encounter during the catch a predator sting operation in Fort Myers in 2006. He engaged in conversations with a decoy posing as a 14-year-old boy, but refused to send photos as requested.
He said, I like oral, all aspects. I said, giving or receiving. He said, both. I said, cool. He said, you up for that? I said, sure.
Despite his caution, Wallach agreed to meet in person. When Wallach arrived at the Sting House, his actions surprised both the police and Dateline reporters. He had brought his toddler son with him, leaving everyone involved confused and unprepared. Chris Hansen, concerned for the child's well-being, revealed himself and urged Wallach to leave for his son's sake.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. We're doing a story on adults getting children. And since you have your child here, I'm not going to pursue this. Okay. But I think you know what you were doing here, don't you?
No, it was just doing this solution.
Take a boy out to lunch you met on the internet.
Yeah, true story.
My point is, because your child is here, I think it'd be best if you just went ahead and left.
Yeah, I agree.
Wallach complied and left the premises. As Wallach departed, the police swiftly approached him, demanding that he release his son and comply with arrest. A female officer took custody of the child while others apprehended Wallach. and pleaded for his son's well-being, but the officers showed little sympathy.
All right, so y'all probably already got the gist of this entire show. Dayline been out for a long ass time. I came across this a couple hours ago. I wanted to cover something meaningful, and I wanted it to just remind people and just how screwed up a lot of human beings are out here in the world. And you can take it however you want, but this should be a prime example of don't judge a book by its cover. So be careful with who you let in your life. That you shouldn't be so quick to want to have everybody around you. That you shouldn't be so pressed to be accepted. That you shouldn't be so pressed to be included. That it's okay to want love and want friendship and want family. It's okay to want to fight for your loved ones and make amends and create healthier spaces for your family and your community. You want to make things right. You want to forgive, whatever the case is. It's cool and it's fine, but at the same time, you can't be so fucking naive and so ignorant and prideful and stuck in your own ways to see that everybody is not for you and everybody's not meant to be for you. What did all of these people have in common here? Did any of them show you anything that would have indicated that they were a threat? Have you met anyone in your life that gave you the impression that they represented something similar to them? And I'm not talking about, oh, they were sexy and handsome. And I'm talking about they gave you this sense of security based on their character. A person who is walking around with anything demonic or wicked in them, they have the ability to camouflage something that is righteous, something that is pure. And you'll look at them people and you'll measure them on the same level as someone who is actually walking with God, or they have an anointing on them or a calling. You'll contribute those same people with them and conflate the two, and then when it's all said and done, you've fallen into this ideology or this doctrine of bullshit that is not holy whatsoever. And because of that, we have people like this. Walking around us in our schools, in our grocery stores, in our neighborhoods. It's SM, I see you. I appreciate you for pulling up. It's really disheartening to me, but I hope not even just after you've seen all of these clips. I hope that what you took from this is that everything is not what it seems when you're dealing with people and you're dealing with humans. Yeah, we're supposed to help each other and we're supposed to build each other up, and we're supposed to be the salt of the earth and the light in dark places and have a forgiving heart. But folks like this, they make it harder for people to be decent human beings. They make it harder for you to trust people. They make it harder for you to give anything to anyone. So my final thoughts on this entire stream or this entire watch: constantly stay in prayer, constantly stay on watch, do more homework, stop assuming that you know everything, you have it all figured out. Really get to the roots and learn yourself. That way, that the way you learn yourself, it can save you at the same token, because by you learning yourself fully, you'll be able to see people for who they are, and you'll save yourself so much heartache, guarantee. I thank y'all for watching with me. I thank you for your feedback. I thank you for your time, for your energy, for allowing me to speak with you guys, man. Just to talk my talk and to share my views and my opinions. We'll be back next week. We're going to have another good week. Be on the lookout for the debuts of some of my projects that I've been working on. I got a poem that I'm working on right now. I'm going to try to have it ready for you guys here soon. I promise I'm getting back into my spoken word. But I have a lot of stuff lined up, Lord willing, for this year. So if y'all need to reach me, you know how. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. This is Assembly of Excellence, saying God bless and good night.